Look here. I almost lose my voice. But as I've been saying, this voice is for the girls. So, my shower, you have to just listen. Firstly, just by way of comparison, I do not recall a meeting in the town square larger than this one. I'm trying to remember 2016, I'm trying to remember Ann's by-election, and I just can't see it. This is huge. This is huge. So I want to thank you, our supporters, who have been with us. Some of you have been up from 6 a.m., out and about and ready. From yesterday, you've been. I want to thank the people who have gathered, who are not a part of the campaign, but who are listening, our Jamaicans, our family. And then, indeed, I want to thank the comrades who are lurking on the outskirts of the meeting. Yes, you too add to the numbers that are here. When we started the campaign today in Buff Bay, I took a few minutes to deal with some housekeeping matters. You recall, those of you who were there, I said, listen, our campaign must be orderly. Don't hang out of the buses. Those who are riding bikes, be very careful. I didn't get a chance to check the news yesterday. When we came into the office complex, I took a little time, went through my news feeds, and I saw that a 15-year-old boy fell and died on a campaign, I believe it was in Portmore, Southborough. I was just campaigning in Southborough last week, and this youngster who was apparently on the PNP's campaign had an accident, fell from a bus and died. Very tragic. And my heart goes out to his parents, and I'm sure all of you here is keeping that family in our prayers. It is really, really sad that this has happened. Last night, I went to visit one of our workers who was also the victim of an accident where she lost a leg, was crushed, quite different circumstances. Boulders fell off and rolled onto a truck and damaged her leg. She had an amputation. Really, really sad. So I want to say to all of you here, when we call you out to come on campaign, I have a responsibility to make sure that whatever we do, it is done orderly and it is done with your safety and security in mind. You mustn't come to a political campaign and leave here less than you came. When you come to this meeting, you must be uplifted. You must be fed. And I'm not talking about food because I know that go. But you must be fed mentally. You must leave here saying, I grew because I came and I absorbed what was being said on the platform. Having said that, I want to move very quickly into some matters that are of importance to you. This is not a general election, but such man has converted this into a general election. I don't understand that political calculus because local government election should stand on its own. But having converted it, where we are filling the town square of Port Antonio for a local government election, it is quite obvious that that was a miscalculation. Who tell him they got trouble Labour Party answers? Port Antonio. History is never written as it happens. It takes some time for historians to be able to reflect on what has happened and place it into context. There is a change taking place in Jamaica and in Jamaican politics that our academics and intellectuals have not yet caught on to it, nor have they had an opportunity to reflect on it and write about it. For the first time, you have a government that can campaign on its record of performance and achievement.
Excuse me, the pagans. I've been out to the pagans. I will send you to the people.
For the first time, you have a government that does not need to come to you and say, baby, baby, I'm going to give you the sun, the moon, and the stars. For the first time, you have a government that can say, we are going to build a new town center for Portland, Port Antonio, Boundbrook, 140,000 square feet of space is going to be built. It will have facilities for your convenience. It will have 65,000 square feet of space for BPO, business process outsourcing. It will employ 3,000 people. People will be employed at Boundbrook. It will help to lessen congestion in your town. It will help with creating more space for development in your town. And then we have already scoped, designed, identify the alignment, and identify the lands which will be needed to be acquired to build a bypass for Port Antonio. The bypass will start at Boundbrook, it will go through the hills, and it will drop out in Boston. Hold on. It will unlock 3,000 acres of land. That 3,000 acres of land will be used for affordable housing. Yes, so people like you here will be able to afford a properly built house in a proper community with proper facilities. Now, You know a place named Paisley Gardens? Paisley Gardens. I say Paisley, but it's Paisley Gardens. I make sure I have my notes written down. The NHC falls under my supervision. Every day Minister has harassed me about this project. We will be building 664 housing solutions there. We have done all the engineering and architectural designs, and we are now in the process of finalizing the acquisition of the lands. So this is not a promise. These are things that are in train. No, we don't have no pipeline. We have a train line after this one. We have for a place named Norwich. Is your ear that again? Oh, Anne-Marie. We see we're making sure we balance. So Anne-Marie, we have 140 housing solutions now being planned and developed in Norwich. And we expect to start work on that within the next 16 months. Why you understand, you know? Whole heap of things at once. No follow what you hear them say. Your government is working for you and your community. Now, you know a place named Fairy Hill? The UDC has some lands in Fairy Hill. Land's been there sitting down idle, not being used. I have given them instructions to put the land into housing development. It's about 200 acres. We should be able to have about 300 housing solutions there. The proceeds from that, however, will be used to make the Winifred Beach a state-of-the-art, most modern public beach there is in Jamaica. That is already being worked on. So we intend to make sure that the people of Portland have access. You have beautiful beaches, you know, beautiful beaches. But, you know, just want to go to the beach, so you want to be able to have proper bathrooms when you go there, proper entertainment facilities. If you have kids, you want them to have a little playground. So we are going to develop Winifred Beach into a modern beach park for the people of Portland. It is, but so while you listen to me now, you see the problem now? Boston Beach, yes. Come, Darren, you tell them about Boston Beach.
Boston Beach is going to be taken back and become a public beach free of charge by the government of Jamaica. That is something that I worked on with the member of parliament and the prime minister. Boston Beach must go back for the people free of charge. And nobody wants to pull out the Boston Beach anymore. Sorry, everybody!
Such man can only talk about what they dream about. We tell you what is being done. We are a government that campaigns on our record of achievement. Now, I want you to link everything that I'm saying. We do the South Coast Road Improvement Project, which connects, listen to this, it literally connects Port Royal in Kingston through to Harbourview